Welcome, everyone. Welcome to purplelunarose Tarot. Tonight's love and astrology. We're going to be talking about the Scorpio New Moon. I did have a little bit of trouble connecting, so I'm hoping you have picture and sound and everything is okay. Don't forget, guys, we are multi-streaming, so we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. We are going to talk Scorpio New Moon. I'm going to do a collective reading for everyone, and then I'm going to offer some free and paid mini readings at the end. And all of that information should be scrolling there on your screen. Thank you, Sandra. I'm not really sure what the issue is, but there is probably, like, I would say, a 30 to 45-second delay. So yay, first time. We've experienced that. All right, guys. So Michelle is helping us over on Facebook. Thank you, Michelle. Vanessa's with us. Sandra on YouTube. All right, guys. Scorpio New Moon. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. I am looking at the week of, and look at me, I don't have my dates. The 27th through the 2nd. So the 27th through the 2nd. And I know it seems like I'm flying by the seat of my pants right now, but I've actually got this, scripted out, and I'm just trying to figure out like why we have the delay, why we have the issue. I don't care. I'm just gonna let it go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with it. All right, guys. So on your screen, you should be able to see what we're doing tonight. Let me hit the button there. Everybody's coming in. Maybe we just needed a delay to give everyone time to come in. Dream Sequa is with us. Yes. Okay, so tonight, love and astrology, Scorpio New Moon. I actually have a very special free reading that I'm offering for everyone tonight. Again, that information will just play on your screen there as we talk about this, new moon energy. And the new moon I am looking at comes in at 5:47 a.m. on November 1st. So 5:47 a.m. Pacific time on November 1st. So that's going to be 3:47 a.m. my time. Very powerful full moon, and we're going to talk about that. But again, I actually want to do something a little bit different than I normally do. I'm going to talk to you about the energies that we're experiencing, but I had this really cool thing that I wanted to start the live out with. um, yes, absolutely. Yes, that should be fine. I can't say name. Oh my goodness. Summer. What a weird start to this live. Okay, guys, let's regroup. All right, I messaged you back, Diana. All right, guys. So, Scorpio New Moon free readings at the end, but I actually had something that I wanted to start with, and then I got thrown off by the delay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with it. Ready? Here we go. I found this anonymous post in a public group on Facebook. So anonymous post, public group on Facebook. Everybody with me? I know I'm making it all confusing, but I want to talk a little bit about. Um, oh man, that's the wrong reading. Have mercy, y'all. Have mercy. All right, so I guess we're going to be offering 2 free new moon readings tonight. Did you guys see that spooky Scorpio on there? I meant to take that off. All right, let me regroup, back to it. Okay, here we go. Ready? I don't know why this is happening. Okay, this has happened all day. I feel like this happened really all week, where it's like I'm trying to get information out, and like, the phone disconnects or the internet goes out, or something happens to get you distracted, and then it's like, oh, you see what I mean? So, all right, here we go. Ready? Facebook anonymous post. I'm going to read this post to you. It's kind of lengthy. All right. So, again, this is a little bit different than what we normally do. I know you guys are ready to talk about that new moon, and I'm going to get to it. But I just want to read this post. Maybe we're waiting for people to come in. Maybe that's it. I'm going to bank on that. All right, so here I'm going to get started. Ready? Anonymous post that I found, and I just want you to listen to the post. I'm going to read it again. It's kind of lengthy, and if it pulls at your heartstrings, then I feel like the message will be super clear, and you'll understand more about your I guess, involvement in the PLR tribe, right? If it doesn't pull out your heartstrings, well, welcome to your spiritual awakening, because everyone on the planet is having a spiritual awakening. But this may actually not be your group. This may actually not be like the tribe that you're specifically looking for. All right. So there. Now I got everybody's attention, right? All right. So I'm gonna read it to you again. It's a little bit lengthy, but just hear me out. And then tell me in the comments what you're thinking as I'm reading it, as it starts to pull at your heartstrings. Okay. All right. Here we go. Ready? I'm desperate for help at this point. I don't know how to cope with my situation anymore. That's the beginning of this anonymous post. And then he goes on to tell his testimony, his story. Ready? When I was 12, someone mentioned the name of a city, and I felt a strong emotional pull, wanting to cry because I felt a weird longing to be there. People in my country thought there was something wrong with me. They wondered why I left that way, or why I felt that way. Although I couldn't pinpoint the city on a map, I knew where it was located. Throughout my life, I have been accepting of different cultures and religions. My mother raised me to be open minded and never taught me to judge or hate others. So we often welcomed foreigners into our home, many of whom were from that very country. Almost 14 years later, I ended up in that country, not by choice, but because it was my only option. I also found myself studying a specific major that I didn't choose, but was forced into. 8 years later, I lost two jobs in quick succession and had to move across the country. I nearly had a job opportunity in my hands, but lost it. Then I received another offer. Ironically, they were looking for someone with no experience. Yet they tricked me into traveling. Everybody still with me? I know it's lengthy, and I'm reading it off my messenger. Oh my gosh, and then I lost my spot. Have mercy. It says, yet they tricked me into traveling across the country to spend a year training my replacement. Eventually, I found myself in that specific city I had yearned to be in since I was 12. Everybody still with me? One day, while sitting at my desk, I felt a woman entering the room. I didn't look, but I just knew it was a woman standing behind me. My intuition told me that this person would play a major role in my life. I thought this feeling was silly and weird as I had never experienced it before. Weeks and months passed, and this same woman, who usually seemed detached and cold at work, started trying to get my attention. She would even stay after her work hours at the reception desk just to watch me. We had intense eye contact several times. One day, she made an effort to let me approach her, which I did. I had never approached a woman before, but I felt compelled to. When she told me her name, I experienced flashbacks that later people suggested were memories from a past life. I felt a strong connection to her during lunch breaks, which I again thought was ridiculous. Months later, I found out she was passing by my desk daily for her lunch break. Oddly enough, I lived close to my job, and she had lunch right across the street from where I lived. Her other job was next to the coffee station where I used to buy my coffee. Despite the distance, I felt connected to her, and I was convinced that I was right about my feelings. We had intermittent conversations every few weeks. Although she made efforts to connect, she was very shy, and I misinterpreted her shyness as rejection. There was something calming about being around her, even when we weren't talking. I had always felt that I was meant to be somewhere else or with someone else. But when she was around, that feeling disappeared. I felt at peace and at home, which was strange for a person I barely knew. However, I felt triggered and rejected by her shyness. People in that city started to dislike me for my labels, and I became afraid that if she knew who I was, she would reject me too. So I backed off. She seemed angry and took it out on my coworkers, becoming cold and visibly upset. I was disgusted with myself for judging her, so I emailed her before leaving my job, telling her that I appreciated her presence and felt peace around her. I gave her my personal email. She replied nicely, but acted indifferent as if she didn't care. Months passed, and I worked at another job. I decided to move on and leave the city, but then I got injured. I ended up needing therapy at a place located right next to where she took her lunch. They scheduled my sessions during her lunch hour, which felt like a coincidence. I started to heal and then I made plans to leave again, but I became terribly sick and almost died, which forced me to stay in the city. One day, I heard the name of a place of worship and I had flashbacks of hearing it with her in past lives. I saw us signing a soul contract, and I remembered her asking me never to leave her. That day, I purposely avoided her. I went out at a time I knew she wouldn't be there. But as I was walking, we almost crossed paths. I felt her watching me, but I walked away, which only seemed to make her angrier. A month later, she ended up managing my case at the hospital from her office. That day was the only time I went to the hospital without feeling stressed. I later found out she was literally in the room behind me. I laughed because I had no idea she was there. I told the staff to say hi to her. Weeks later, I tried to reach out to her online, sending a friend request. She left it pending, and when I sent a message, she ignored it. So I blocked her out of anger. A few months later, I attempted to hang out with another woman, but saw someone who looked exactly like her at a bar. People also told me how poorly I was communicating with her, so I unblocked her and sent her a Facebook message apologizing. I offered to hang out and gave her my phone number, but she never replied. During the time, I changed my physical therapy clinic, specifically choosing one to avoid her. Yet every time I went to the parking lot, I felt her presence and started to think I was going crazy. Is everybody still with me? I gotta go check. I feel like it's totally out here. Good. Sweet. All right, I'm going back. All right, so it says 5 days after sending the Facebook message, as my Uber driver dropped me off, I saw her entering the building. I couldn't hide in the car, so I walked behind her, keeping my distance to avoid thinking I was stalking her. She was on her phone, but when she went to the elevator, she glanced back at me. I pretended not to see her and sat on the couch. Later, I went home and deleted my Facebook account. The next day, I went to the building directory to figure out how she ended up there. I found out that her hospital actually owned the building and they had an entire floor for conference rooms. I decided to leave that physical therapy clinic that day. I planned to leave again after my injury started to improve. I even began looking for flights and checking visa options to leave the country. But then I saw a doctor who told me that I wasn't disabled from my injury and needed a procedure, further treatment, and possibly surgery. So I can't leave. I can't even sit in a car for 30 minutes, so I wouldn't be able to fly. I do not understand what is happening to me. And that's it. That's the end. Now, tell me in the comments anything, right? Like anything. I don't want to say anything because then it's like I'm telling people what to say or what to think. And here's the thing, we're all having a spiritual awakening, regardless of what type or who catapulted it or where we're headed. Like it's happening all over the world, and it's so important that you find like minds. Like it's so important that you find someone that is having the same type of awakening as you, so that you can speak the same language to each other. Those of you on this same journey that I'm on understood what I just read to you. Those of you that are not on the journey that I'm on probably think I just read some random events to you. I'm like Sandra, completely mind blown. I commented on that post, and I just put on there, like, people, I see these posts where it's like they're freaking out, right? Because they have no idea. And it's like, this is our everyday life. This is our everyday life. Every single freaking day. And it doesn't matter. You could move to Tahiti, you could bury a hole in the ground and, try to live there. Like, it doesn't matter. Just does not matter. And only those of you that are on the same journey with me, that have experienced the same type of awakening, understand what I'm saying. To others, I sound like I'm speaking Japanese, right? I mean, maybe you catch something from time to time, again, because we're all having an awakening, right? I like to talk about the astrology. The astrology impacts all of us, but I am repeatedly, I don't know about you guys, and tell me in the comments if this happens to you too, but I am repeatedly reminded where I came from. Yeah. Like, I am repeatedly, every single day, reminded what started all of this. I am repeatedly reminded every single day who I was before this and who I am after this. Let me tell you, there's really not much difference. I feel like the same person. But I do know that before this, I couldn't really hardly handle anything, honestly. I put a mask on and pretended to be like this really strong, powerful person with these really strong boundaries. Like, I dare you to cross my boundaries. But then when people did, I would just go home and get in the bottle and cry myself into misery, right? So, no boundaries. Today, since this has happened to me, I've created my own business. We're watching it right now. It's PLR. I can't say that I'm exactly where I want to be, goal wise in that situation, but it's definitely growing every single day, right? It makes me income while I sleep practically, which is amazing if you ask me. Um, and that's a real thing. Like, that's a for real. I'm being like literal when I say that. Like, I go to sleep, people watch my videos, they see a commercial, and cha-ching, I get paid for that. Somebody sees an ad or something I posted or shorts, and now they're in the Etsy shop and they're buying merch or they're getting a reading or whatever, right? So again, growing, and I'm so, so grateful. Um, I'm really strong now with no mass, with no alcohol. Um, does shit still happen to me? I mean, if you guys watched any of the lives last week, then you know that, yeah, life's still hard and shit still happens. But I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not running anymore. I'm so done running. Oh my God, done running. Yeah. And so here we are having a twin flame spiritual awakening. And we get to talk about the astrology tonight. But yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say for our open. I don't know why it seems so awkward today. It seems so like off about something. I'm not sure. All right, so I did actually create two special Scorpio readings for tonight. One of them is the Scorpio New Moon, and it's 3 card spread, which you've seen on your screen there. And the other one was actually a paid reading, for the Scorpio or New Moon in Scorpio, where we looked at some shadows, which I thought would be really helpful to, a lot of us, right? So all that information on your screen, but let's start talking about the actual Scorpio New Moon energy. So like I said, it comes in on the 1st, really early in the morning. So again, it'll be one of those moons where, the energy is going to peak. You're not going to be able to see it, right? Hi, Jenna. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that the energy is not there, y'all. There's a lot of rituals that need to be done or should be done with this particular moon. And I do feel that that is because it's Scorpio, right? Like the ruler of the underworld, Scorpio, right? Like Scorpio's known for the mysteries, the darkness, the witchiness, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely feel like this is the new moon to do all of those new moon rituals for, right? All right, so I know that I joked earlier about how I had this live scripted, but I actually don't have this part scripted, and I was totally gonna wing it, and then I forgot that I made it all one long video that's gonna keep playing. But I know what we're talking about with the Scorpio New Moon, so let's just talk about it. I know the first one is gonna say friends and goals. So when it works its way back across the screen there, friends and goals, and you guys are like, what does the Scorpio New Moon have to do with friends and goals? Okay, so this particular new moon, the aspects that are happening with this particular new moon is really causing us to be more social, really looking at our inner circle, who are our friends, who has our back. It's causing us to take the mask, or what do they call it, the rose-colored glasses off, so that we can see people for exactly who they are. Dream Sequa, I'm so glad that you mentioned. So Dream Sequa says her moon is in Scorpio. I probably should have mentioned at the beginning of the live, or when we first started talking about it, that of course it's going to impact Scorpios more than anyone else, right? If you're a Scorpio sun, I would say you're number two. If you're a Scorpio, that was the wrong one. If you're a Scorpio moon, like Dream Sequa, definitely going to be the most impacted, which just means that you're going to feel this energy the most. And here's what I want to say to everyone who's freaking out when I say that. I was telling my friend earlier that these moons, these lunar phases are so challenging. They're so difficult for us to go through. I try to make them, or, like show how we can, look at them in a positive way, right? But this specific Scorpio new moon is actually a really kind lunar phase. This moon, I feel, is the energy is calm. I don't know. It's like underneath, under the skin type of energy. It's not necessarily pressure like we normally experience. But we are looking at shadows. I think maybe the reason I feel this way is because I'm so far into my spiritual awakening journey that I've been working with all of these shadows that it's like this isn't scary for me anymore. I do remember when it was, right. I do remember at the beginning of all of this, when looking at those things and facing those things really was scary. But now I take this Scorpio energy as an opportunity to better myself. Um, when I awakened, the Scorpio energy was again very prominent and very important in my life at that time. Still is, of course. I actually realized through this awakening, you know, period that Scorpio energy has been very prominent, really throughout my entire life. I just didn't realize it until now. But yes, those of you with Scorpio sun, this is definitely going to be the information for you. And those of you with Scorpio moons will feel this energy the most. All right, so friends, you're really going to look at your friends, take those rose-colored glasses off. Do they have the same goals as you do? Because this new moon is going to cause you to really go after what it is that you desire. The word desire and Scorpio go hand in hand. I don't know how else to express that. Work-life balance is going to be important with the Scorpio new moon, because it's going to show you where you're overdoing for someone else, where you're depleting yourself, right? It's going to be all that shadow stuff that's being shown to you. So work and home life balance, definitely very important with this new moon. You see it says sharing with a partner. So that's also important. And what I mean by that is that um, it's going to be, again, desires is important right now, and this new moon is showing us that we have a deep desire to connect with others emotionally, internally, right? No more superficial, no more like, hurt, and that's why we connect, type of thing. It's definitely going to be about being able to connect emotionally, deeply emotionally. And what I'm going to say, this is probably the only difficult or challenging part of this moon that I felt as I was studying this energy. is really prepare yourself. I put it in the description. You want to prepare yourself to release whatever is not able to match you in at that level of emotional connection. So I guess that would probably be the one challenging thing that I'm seeing with this particular uh, new moon. I love you, Sandra. And look, I accidentally forgot to take off last week's Scorpio spooky season. So if nobody got it last week, I guess we're offering it. Maybe we left it on there for a reason. Okay, so that's another thing I'm being told is everything happens for a reason. So I don't know why the delay at the beginning or like I was stuttering and speaking in a different language, but it seems like we're back on track now, right? Tracy on Facebook, hello. So yeah, so on your screen there, all the things that we're going to be offering here right after the collective. The news and investments. This is really just for Scorpios and Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. Those other three top ones, I'd say everyone's going to feel that energy, but the news and investments, again, just for the Scorpios. Okay. News could be that you get some unexpected news for something that you've been waiting a very long time for. It could have something to do with inheritance. We all know that's Scorpio energy. And then investments is here. It's very possible that when you receive that news, that you will in turn very directly or very soon after, again, only talking to the Scorpios out there, make some type of investment with that inheritance. All right. All right, so we're going to start collective reading first. I am going to read for divine masculine, divine feminine, and then we will offer some free and paid readings at the end. I did get a message that Diana may not be able to join us. I wasn't able to read that whole message. I need to go do that really quickly, actually. Give me just a moment. Okay. All right, sending you lots of love, Diana. No worries. Ladies, please don't worry about the list. I don't want us all to like be stressed. I want you to be able to enjoy the reading, enjoy the information, and all of that stuff. Let's try to keep the list. I don't know, minimal, and then we can always add to it later. Just no need to get too worried. Erica, we do have free readings tonight. I'm going to actually just let that play on your screen while we do the collective. Let's do that. Yes, Cindy, Diana, lots of love, lots of love. I did go over, Sandra, your native spirit PDF literally minutes before the live. Shame on me because I did have time earlier, but it just slipped my mind and I didn't do it. But so right before the live, I went through each card, the PDF, and I mean, I don't know how much we're going to retain, but we'll see, right? We'll see. All right, and I am going to start with the Native Spirit Oracle by Denise Lynn. Sandra gifted these to me. Actually, I don't want to let it play because then you can't see the cards. I'm sorry, y'all. We'll pull it back up and show everybody what we're doing tonight. But for the collective, I want you to be able to see. All right, so the Native Spirit by Denise Lynn. Denise Lynn's one of my favorite. I found The Secret Traveler and I just immediately fell in love with that Oracle set. And then Sandra gifted me the Sacred Destiny Oracle, which is another beautiful Oracle set. And then she just recently gave me these Native Spirits. She sent these to me last week. And oh my gosh, we used them already. And I did really just go with my intuition, right? Which I just want to say, I did not know this, Sandra. I did not know that she was a Cherokee Indian, and I didn't know that she, made these cards like, um, based on all her knowledge and all her wisdom and ancestry. I was so amazed by that first part, that information. But anyway, I did go on my intuition because I hadn't read the PDF yet, the booklet for it. And then when I did, I noticed that I got a lot of those cards right. I don't know if you noticed, Sandra. I did get a lot of those right. I was so impressed. Spirit, y'all. I can't take the credit. It's definitely spirit. But I did go through, and I'm hoping that I can retain enough of them, or at least gave myself enough clues with the cards that I will remember them. If not, I do have it right here on my laptop, so it's very likely that I may have to pause and pull it up because I just don't want us to miss anything. I love that everybody's coming in. Okay, so now that I read that message, that anonymous post to you guys this morning, and we're all still here hanging out, doesn't it feel amazing to have this like-minded group? Doesn't it feel amazing to be able to go somewhere and talk to someone and know that they are experiencing, or at least have experienced, or may experience probably what you've been going through, right? And you can't talk about this stuff to literally like no one else, no one else. I mean, you could talk spiritual awakening stuff to other people that are having spiritual awakening, but you can't really talk twin flame stuff to other people. You know what I mean? Like you can't, it's like, I don't know. It has to be someone who's also going through it. Otherwise, it's like, yeah. And I think it's kind of weird. The people that I don't know. I feel like some people just want to be one so bad, and it's like you're already having an awakening. Just go find out what type of awakening you're having. You know what I mean? It's like I don't. You know how people say like I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I'm starting to see this journey in a much lighter energy, I guess you could say, than I have been. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I wish we all had twin flame journey. Like, I wish we all experienced this and we all went through this type of rigorous and just healing that, yeah, like the whole world should have to experience this, really, right? But when people say, like, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, like, I understand that. I really do, because this journey that we're on is not for like the meek, this like the weak, like the shy, like the quiet, like the people hiding under a rock. Like this journey, God will take that rock right off of you and throw you on top of the people. You know what I'm trying to say? Like this is not the one. This is not the one. Now there are other spiritual awakening journeys that people have where they get to go and be in peace in a little mountain in Tibet, and you know what I'm saying, in the little temple, and the world's great. But yeah, like this specific, and I'm not trying to say like, theirs isn't as hard. I'm sure theirs is hard in a different way, right? But this twin journey is no joke. It's no joke. Yes, I love dream sequence. I don't want to either. I don't want to either. See, that's where I get really upset, because then people want to start talking to me about free will, and I'm like, if we had free will, I would have picked a better type of spiritual awakening journey. I'll tell you that right now. Sandra says, some days I'm super happy with it. Other days I have to focus on purpose, and others facts. Straight facts. All right, here we go. Masculine energy. Vision Quest comes out. Ooh, 2 cards came out. And Walking in Beauty. Dang, Rosa dropping the ball. I said, how much should we retain? All right, let's pull the next 2. Let's do 2 for each, I guess. Wounded Healer and Answer the Call. I feel like I remember all these, but I'm so anxious. Am I going to get it wrong? Bridging Energy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Please tell me that it was on the camera. Gathering Your Tribe comes out. Medicine Bag is on the bottom. Ooh, I remember what Medicine Bag is. Okay, Medicine Bag is gather all of your um, resources. Gather all your resources. Gather all the things that you know to go get when you need something. That's the Medicine Bag. Ooh, that's one. Okay, let me see if I can calm down and try to get the rest of them. Feminine Energy, super easy. Wounded Healer. I want to say it said something about you, the healing energy flowing through you, but as you help others heal, you heal. There was something about that. Answering the Call, super easy. You know what I mean? It's time to start following your purpose. Gathering your tribe. This is going to be our collective bridging energy. So this is what is bridging us together at this time. And so we're all gathering our tribe. So when I was reading that thing earlier, and then I talked about, hey, does that resonate with you? And now you realize, like, hey, I belong here. This happened to me too. I experienced some of that, or I know exactly what that person was talking about, right? Like, that's how you know that, yay. And then Vision Quest and Walking in Beauty. I'm gonna pull those up because the masculine energy, of course it would be, right? Like the masculine energy. All right, let's see what I can get. Sandra, if you remember, tell me. But if you don't, it's okay. I got it. I got it right here. I'm gonna find it. Answering the call. You've been called. Super easy. Time to follow your purpose. Vision Quest. I'm going. There's a bunch of cards, y'all. You gotta be patient. I knew there was gonna be some though that I wasn't gonna remember, so I left it up. Medicine bag. It says gather your resources. Look at me go. Too bad I couldn't remember the last two. Right? Okay, I'm going. I'm going. We're almost there. We have to be. We're at the end. Masculine energy. Just saying. A little complicated. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be the last card. Like, really? Oh my goodness. Maybe we won't look it up. We'll just guess. Masculine energy, challenging, confrontational, defiant, warrior. The flame has been lit. There we go. That's masculine energy. All right. I swear, I gotta be getting close. Literally at the last ones. Sweat Lodge. Do you guys remember getting the Sweat Lodge card the other day? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be the last card. Well, this has been a very unique live. We finally made it. It's on page 124 of 138. All right. Card meaning sacred seeker. Take time away from people and situations. Step back. Withdraw. Inner truth is emerging in stillness. But first, you need to retreat. All right, I haven't seen the walking and beauty card either, so I'm just gonna keep going. I mean, it's pretty easy. Like, be appreciative of what your surroundings, right? It's the next card actually. 126 of 138. It says, "Radiant beauty surrounds you. You're beautiful inside and out. No matter what your age, your grace is growing. Be in balance." As you walk in beauty and you feel gratitude for it, your life will be filled with immense splendor. So divine masculine really freaking going through it is what it seems like. And it's like that energy where it's like it's challenging to see things as like beautiful or there for my greater good. When everything seems like it's coming at me, or everything seems challenging, or everything seems like it should be a lot easier than it actually is, right? All right, so that's going to be masculine and feminine energies. And then Renee. How are you feeling, Renee? Pulled out the Triple Goddess Tarot. So feminine energy, healing, following purpose. Masculine energy, I feel like maybe feeling challenged, trying to find answers. I feel like this walking in beauty is challenging for them. The wounded healer is challenging for feminine, I should say that. But walking in beauty seems challenging for the masculine, like seeing the the purpose. There's something here about like everything happens for your greater good, like even when you don't feel like it's happening for your greater good. Let's say you want something and it's like it's not coming or it's not coming fast enough. It's a reason. It's like it could be like protection, it could be like any type of delay, could be like there could be a purpose. Well, there's always a purpose, but it could be like for a specific reason. Like maybe there's something better, maybe something better is supposed to happen. um Maybe you're not seeing things clearly. Maybe there's some obstacle in your way. Um, Maybe there's some hindrance, like something that is not allowing you to see something clearly. The Vision Quest card, the energy is big. That's why the walking in beauty is so challenging. But gathering your tribe, following, like finding like minds, people that understand your language, people that understand what you are going through, people that are going in the same like forward direction that you're going in. That's going to be the bridging energy. All right. So Triple Goddess Tarot, let's start with Vision Quest. So Ace of Swords comes out. Ace of Swords, clarity, understanding. You could feel like there's a whole lot going on in the mind. You could feel like you're feeling overwhelmed. There's too much on your plate. Um, Maybe again, it's the clarity. So it's like not understanding something or not knowing how to do something. The Justice card is here. So Justice is going to be Libra energy. So it's like you feel like something's not right, something's not balanced. And then Two of Swords, feeling stuck, not sure which direction to take, not sure what action to take. The eclipse is sticking out. It's very possible that something could have happened. So this specific new moon is very much connected to the eclipse full moon. Wrong. The Aries new moon solar eclipse that we experienced. I believe it was April 8th. And that energy is coming out for masculine. So if I'm talking to masculine energy, where were you? What was happening to you around that solar eclipse energy? And then look at what's happening to you now. There's going to be something that's going to be very similar. So it's like you have some opportunity to make something right, make something balanced, make something fair. It could have something to do with like clarity, understanding, communication. It could have something to do with what is your next step? Where are you headed? All right, feminine energy, wounded healer. This is energy where it's like you're healing yourself as you follow your purpose, as you follow your calling. But it's not just about healing yourself. I'm actually seeing, like, you can see this like waterfall. It looks like it's standing behind a waterfall, and you can like the water, like you're in a cave or something, and the waterfall is going in front. So it's like you're healing, and I'm seeing like this flow of healing going through. So it's like you're a channel, you're a healing channel for spirit. This is challenging for you right now, divine feminine. Answering the call. So maybe like maybe you don't know what your purpose is. Like that's the biggest struggle, right? Why somebody like spirit, I say somebody, it wasn't a person, like God. I know. I have this aunt that I swear I say it all the time. I'm gonna call her and I'm gonna tell her how sorry I am, and I haven't done it yet. I know, right? But I used to make fun of her when she told me that God talked to her. Mind you, I was a child, so I'm just saying. But yeah. Anyway, um, it's like spirit just told me. I don't know. Just said this is what you have to do. And it sounded so ridiculous to me that I ran from it for probably a year and a half, I would say, before I finally hit the button and we finally started doing it. And I had all kinds of like stupid, crazy synchronicities that happened to like confirm what I had heard. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I got this lucky. I'm super, super grateful. When I study my chart, it shows on there. It shows the healer on there. It shows the mass communication, like mass people. It shows everything that we do at PLR, literally. So it's like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So I know that a lot of divine feminine struggle with understanding what their purpose is, understanding like where I'm headed, where I'm going. And what I'm going to tell you is one, okay, this bothers me to do this, and but I feel like I need to be doing it more because I need to eat. So this is what I'm going to do. Ready? I have a astrology consultation that I offer for a very affordable $33, where you can I will study your chart and look at different placements, not just one, but there's several when you're looking for purpose. There's several places that you're going to look at planets, houses, and different aspects, different conjunctions, different things happening in your chart that would show me or direct me like where your purpose might direct you, right? Like where you need to be going. Um, I do offer that. The link is always going to be in the description box of my video. If you're struggling to find your purpose, please reach out to me. If you can't afford it, if you think I'm just trying to sell you something, ready? I'm gonna freak you out. Do your own research. Learn how to do it yourself, right? I've seen this post where it's like, I can't believe people charge for this and that. And it's like, really? I'm just baffled that people are baffled. But anyway, like yeah, if you want to go learn how to do it, you can, just like I did. I had to go learn how to do it. You can learn how to do it. I told a friend of mine the other day, it's like if somebody tells you that they did something, that is the green light. That is a go ahead. That is proof to you that you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? So if it's hard or you can't afford it, and I know that that happens because that's why I had to learn all this stuff, y'all, because I couldn't afford it, right? I had to do all the things on my own. But I'm just saying, if you have the means, again, very affordable, you can reach out to me, and I would be glad to study your chart and try to point you in the right direction, right? But our charts, our natal charts, give us it's like a roadmap to where we're going and what we're doing. I mean, it's all the information is literally out there. Is it challenging to understand? Well, of course. If it was easy, well, we'd all know this stuff, and then we would all just be doing it, and the world would be a happy, healed place, right? But I mean, some people don't have the time to sit down and learn astrology or learn how to read a birth chart. So that's where I come in, right? But again, if it's challenging for you, if you're struggling with your purpose and you're like, Rosa, I need to know my purpose. Don't gatekeep it. Don't hold it back. I'm not. You can do the work and you can study it and you can learn what your chart says yourself, right? But answering the call is you hear the call. That's not the problem. The problem is the wounded healer. There's this thing where it's like you understand that like you're healing you, but there's some lack or some like confidence issue or something when it comes to understanding that you're actually a channel and you're healing like it's mass people. It's not just you. It's not just about you. It's almost like this energy, like you feel like it should be just about you, and maybe you don't feel capable or don't know how or don't know. I don't know. Like there's something about being able to help others. Oh my goodness, it's the feather card. I'm surprised we didn't get that feather card. Last week, when I first got these cards, I actually opened them. We unboxed them here, and I showed everyone the native spirit cards, and we got this card. I can't remember what it was called, but it was feather something. Ancestor feather. I don't know. It was something, and I remember the card threw me off. The message threw me off. I couldn't really like intuitively pick up the energy. It stuck out to me. And then as I was scrolling at the beginning, trying to get ready for the live and go through and like, try to retain some of the information, right? I came across that feather card. And you know what that feather card said? This is going to be for Divine Feminine. Ready? The feather card said, love them anyway. Love them anyway. Sandra, tell me you know what I'm talking about. The card said, love them anyway. People are going to test you. People are going to push your buttons. People are going to cry out to you. People are going to yell at you. People are going to all of this stuff because you're following your purpose. And it's like you have to love them anyway. Now, that is not, I want to make sure that I'm making myself clear. That is not spirit saying turn the cheek. That's some crap somebody put in a book somewhere that a lot of people got stuck in. And I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just spitting facts here. But it's like spirit's not going to say allow yourself to be mistreated. Spirit tries to show us and prove to us every day how worthy and valuable and precious we are. So spirit's not going to say like stand there and keep taking shit from people. That's never ever going to happen. But spirit is going to say show them, show them, teach them, heal them. You see what I'm saying? And right now, that could be a struggle for Divine Feminine. That could be a struggle for a couple of reasons. That could be a struggle because maybe you don't see your worth, or your value is not like where it needs to be in yourself. You don't see that high value, high worth. But it could also be where you yourself have work to do so that you can be in that alignment where those pokes and those triggers and those instigating like energies don't affect you, don't impact you. You continue to spit your facts and you go on with your day, right? Like that's where we are supposed to be. I feel like that's definitely the test that the feminine energy has been receiving. It's definitely like, you know, how are you going to treat this situation? Are you going to implement what you know? And it's really hard right now too, y'all, because not only do we have all of this, Scorpio energy out here, this, shadows being brought to the surface, but Mars is still in Cancer, y'all. Mars is still in Cancer. I don't think we really expressed how impactful or potent that energy is. Mars is not happy in Cancer, not at all. So it's like Mars is the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. I feel like people forget that. We always say Pluto, 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 and it is Pluto with Scorpio, but it's also Mars. But Mars is more Aries energy, okay? It's very fiery, it's very aggressive, it's very passionate. It's a planet of action, okay? A planet of action. So it's like it doesn't want to hang around in sleepy, lakey type of Cancer. It doesn't want to think about feelings or nurturing or any of that Cancer energy. Mars is a masculine go, and Cancer is a feminine sit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this energy, what's happening is everybody on the planet is experiencing Mars in Cancer, right? Like everyone is. Everyone is aggressive. Everyone is feisty. Everyone is passionate about what they desire and what they want, right? Like everybody's fighting for what they think is right. So for us Aries, this is kind of challenging because it's like, sit down. It's like, sit down. Like we experience this 365 days out of the year. So a lot of Aries are just like, we're seeing this aggression or we're seeing this energy and we're just like, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's a lot of people that are experiencing this energy for the first time. They're not normally aggressive people. Look at your Cancer friends. Look at your Cancer rising friends. These people are standing up for themselves like they never have ever in their lives. You know what I mean? So yeah, that list looks huge. Oh my gosh. Should we go ahead and pause? Let's pause that list. Let's pause the list. But yeah, so it's like we're experiencing this very challenging energy. So that could make us um like have challenges when it comes to, love them anyway, right? All right, now I'm going to get to it. After a whole lesson in Mars and Cancer, I feel like we should have done that when Mars first moved into Cancer. I'm serious. That energy is so potent, so potent. I'm seeing it everywhere. Y'all that travel and like go to workplaces and things like you're going about and about in the world more than I do these days. Road rage is probably a real thing right now, right? Um, yeah. All right. So for Wounded Healer and answering the call, the Five of Cups comes out. Don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? And I definitely resonate with Divine Feminine energy more so than Divine Masculine, right? Especially here lately. I try to stay in the middle, but it's definitely been leaning a little bit more this way. Um, let's talk about the meaning first. Five of Cups is loss and despair and grief, but there's a message that comes with the Five of Cups. There's three cups that are spilt. There's two cups that are still upright. When you see a Five of Cups, regardless what tarot set you're looking at, they are always focused on the three cups that are spilled. Always. They're never looking at the two cups they still have. The two cups they still have show them where they're headed, their abundant future, what they have, what they gained out of the situation that they lost, right? But it's like the loss was so big, the despair is so much, the grief. Five of Cups is a painful card. Like sometimes just to touch it or hold it will cause me to get like teary eyed. My heart will start to like physically hurt. Five of Cards is a powerful card. It's not even a major arcana. This is a minor arcana. This is what we do to ourselves. Have mercy. But Five of Cups, ready? Divine Feminine. Again, don't shoot the messenger. It's a card that says you're crying over spilt milk. You're crying over spilt milk. Spirit's been telling me this, I feel like too many times in one day. It's this energy where it's like we have free will, right? I talked about this a little bit last week. It's like we have free will. So spirit's going to tell us and guide us to the easiest path, the path of least resistance. That's it right there. I don't even say those words, but that just came. It's like the path of least resistance, right? But since we have free will, we choose to do things that are not on the path of least resistance, right? We want things, we want this, we want that, and all of a sudden we're adding these resistors, these blocks, these hurdles we got to go over as we continue down our path, right? Um, you're crying over spilt milk because you chose something that you knew was going to be more challenging. And now the challenge is here. And now you're having to, what do they say? Talk your walk the talk. I don't know how it goes. I shouldn't even try. You're having to implement what you know. You're having to do the things that you tell other people to do. You're having to um, dig deep and show others how to do something challenging and painful. The moon comes out. The teacher card comes out. It's actually the hermit card, but it's the teacher in this specific tarot set. There's so many, y'all. I keep forgetting now. Regardless, it talks about the animals, and I'm glad Spirit showed us this because that was another thing that I had in my notes to talk about, but I started rushing through it because it was so choppy at the start. the animals, there's something about, there's an illusion here, there's some type of fear in this particular tarot set, which has slipped my mind and I cannot remember the name of it, of course. um she's looking in this mirror and she looks withered, she looks like she's old and frail and like she's not very strong, but in all reality, outside the mirror, she's actually very strong, very like fertile and vital and alive, and it's like it's an illusion, there's some fear here. But the card with the they call it the teacher card in this oracle set. It talks about like pay attention to all the synchronicities that you're experiencing at this time, especially when it comes to animals. Especially when it comes to, yes, I love that. Put your money where your mouth is, for real, dream sequence. But when it comes to your connection to animals, and this one's gonna blow you guys away. Ready? Um, All right, maybe not. Let's talk about it this way. How many of you feel like, how many of you have like a dog or a cat? Like I have Spencer. He's like, I don't know, 14 years old now. Have mercy. He is an old, very, I got him like when my youngest son was like 8 or 9 years old. My youngest son just had his first baby, right? Well, he didn't have the baby, but you know. But Spencer is an American pet. I've had him forever. I feel like I've had him so long that like we just make eye contact and we can communicate. You know what I mean? Like I know when he's full of it. I know when he like isn't, I guess. Sometimes he isn't, I think he is, but you know what I'm saying. But you know how that communication you have with your pet, your animal, you know, like he walks up to you and looks at you and you're like, you're not getting my food. I'm not gonna give you my leftover. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no scrap food in this house. But you see what I'm saying? Like it's bad for his tummy, y'all. It's not that I don't want to, but you know what I'm saying? Like they look at you and you know they have that, like they can't say, hey lady, I gotta pee, but you know that they have to go out and pee. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing the potty dance or whatever. It's like that communication that you have with your pets. You know what I'm talking about? Um, how many of you feel that ever since you had this type of awakening, this is really specific, y'all, this type of awakening, it's like all of a sudden, what was that? What was that movie? Dr. Doolittle? Is that the one where he had the conversations with like all the animals, right? How many of you feel that energy? Tell me. Tell me in the comments. And then tell me how many of you, is it stronger with the birds? The birds. And when I say the birds, I don't mean like pretty peacocks or anything like that. I'm talking about like ravens, crows, eagles, those type of birds. All right, gathering your tribe. This is going to be the bridging energy. So right now, this is what's bridging you together. And again, depending on how this journey is playing out for you, I definitely am going to recommend that you use these readings for your own inner masculine and feminine energies. Um, does it tell us, especially those of us that have other people who awakened us? Well, of course, that it just like it rings true on one side for you, it's going to ring true on the other side for that other person, right? Gathering your tribe is the spiritual lesson you're both learning right now at the same time, regardless of whether you're in 3D separation or not. It could definitely be same lesson with different people in different places. But the goal is to gather your tribe, find like-minded people. I feel like for masculine energy, they could be feeling like, so for feminine, it's like the energy is gathering, like minds is gathering. They're just a magnet. You're drawing the resources to you. For the masculine, maybe not so much. For the masculine, it's like they have to go out and fight for the resources. It's like they feel like they could be feeling like they're being like pushed out of one area. Maybe they don't see that they're fixing to go into another one. You know what I'm saying? Like there could be some ending here for masculine energy. um, and it's like go towards what's more like you, go towards more of what your goals are, go towards more of people that think the same way as you. All right, so Jupiter is here, Sagittarian energy. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It says good luck and good fortune. This is actually a very triple goddess tarot. Thank you, Spirit. So there's something about the fairies in the Wheel of Fortune card. It talks about believing in magic, believing in magic. Like that's going to be really important, really important. Believing in magic, and something about what you're weaving, what you're weaving. The Emperor, I love it. The Emperor is the most powerful card in tarot. Look how it's going to come out in this middle position. Let's go ahead and pull the last one. It's Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. Ace of Wands is fate and destiny. Get ready to step up into some like leveling up, some leadership role. The Emperor again rules Aries. I mean, is the correlation with the Aries energy, and I have all that Aries. Oh my gosh, all the Aries in me right now is like sparking and like lighting up, like ding ding ding. Ace of Wands is fate and destiny, so it's like this is meant to happen. Somebody asked me today, I want to say real quickly, Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom. Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving energy, slow moving energy. But someone asked me today if I believe that we are like if our destiny is just set and then we just follow that route, like if there's no out, if there's no whatever. And here's what I believe my answer was. Ready? I believe that we co-create our destiny, and what I mean by that is, again, have free will. So I could opt out of this journey. I could lay these cards down. I could walk away. I could move to Tahiti. I could change my name to Samantha, and I could never talk about my twin flame journey ever again. I will never help anyone. I would never let anyone else know that they are not alone, that they're not also like I also experience the same thing that they're experiencing. I wouldn't be able to pass on my resources. I wouldn't be able to pass on the information that Spirit has guided me to, right? I could do that because I have free will and I could do that. My life would not turn out. I think I'm not going to say this right. I wouldn't reach the maximum potential. I would still have to experience fate. Like I would still have to experience what I was fated to experience in this lifetime, because our soul has a journey, has a path, has lessons that it's required for us to learn in this lifetime. I feel like I would experience those fated lessons in a much more challenging and obstacle ridden way than by surrendering to the journey that I'm on and co-creating my destiny with Spirit, Source, God, right? Does that make sense? All right. I'm going to pull some guidance and then we can get to those readings. I'm going to use the Keepers of the Light. I love that Aries, the Emperor came out, Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius came out, Justice, Libra energy is here as well. The Hierophant, it's going to be Taurus energy. And the moon is going to be Cancer and Pisces. All right, guidance for the collective for Scorpio New Moon energy. Green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. Master Jesus, I love it. Forgiveness. You're on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. It took me until 2024 to realize that the reason I kept seeing Jesus throughout my spiritual awakening journey, throughout my dark night of the soul, at the bottom of that vodka bottle, I promise y'all he was down there. And I'm telling you, the reason that I kept seeing him, I thought, oh, maybe it's the Christians. The Christians knew all along. Maybe their religion is right and everybody else is wrong. Right? That's ridiculous. That's not the case, y'all. Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness. It took me until 2024. I started my spiritual awakening in 2017, y'all. 2017. That's wrong. I started my Dark Night of the Soul in 2017. I started my spiritual awakening in 2015. Dark Night of the Soul in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Started to come out, right? We have PLR, started the healing process. But yeah, it took all of that time till this year, till like January of this year. And then I've just been studying it this entire year. Christ consciousness. So if you're having the same type of awakening as I am, and you keep seeing Jesus everywhere too, and you're like, what is it about Jesus? Like, why not Muhammad? Or why not, that John Allen guy, or the John Smith from the Mormons? Like, why not that guy, right? Like, why not, I don't know, freaking anybody else? Like, why Jesus? It's Christ consciousness. It's Christ consciousness, y'all. It's about a thing. It's about a thing, not a person, right? All right, let's do one more. And the bird, I love it. Freya, phases and cycles. There's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, guys. That's going to be your collective. I hope that was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. I am going to play this little video while I clean up, and then I'm going to check out this huge list over here. I see some free and paid readings. Don't forget, guys, energy exchange does jump the line. So if you paid for a reading, you do get to go first. Look at this. I wanted to, let me see if this works. Look at this. Tell me that you guys can see that. Do you guys see the comments on your screen? Like from Facebook and YouTube? Let me know. Because if you do, that's going to be a new feature that we did not have before. It may just be for me. Like, you guys probably just see the regular screen. I just seen a button and I was like, ooh. You can see it because I just went to look. How cool is that? All right, let me grab paper, pen. And let me see where we're at. Paid, Sandra. And you're doing the Scorpio shadows, right? And Erica, love messages. Was that our Erica or was that a new Erica? I want to say that was, let me go back up there. I remember seeing that. Erica, getting love messages. Will you say hi to me in the comments? Tracy on Facebook, also love messages. I love y'all. There it is. Vanessa. Free card Scorpio, I'm assuming. Michelle. Dream Sequa. Renee. Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Is Tammy Sandra's friend? Is that your friend, Sandra? And Jenna. Oh, I see. Erica says, I want a reading about my business and future, not love. Well, good thing it's not about either of those. Well, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's about Scorpio New Moon. That's the reading that I'm offering. You can get a general guidance reading. And then I always tell people, like, if you have a specific question, the general guidance reading could definitely be very helpful, Erica. You just ask the question. You don't even have to ask it to me, because I'm just going to tell you what Spirit tells me. So, you just ask the question in your mind, in your head, to yourself, whatever, and then I pull a few cards for general guidance, and then most of the time people say that their question got answered. So you can definitely go that route as well. But tonight, the readings I'm offering are the ones that you see on your screen. Oh, I see. So did she already send 5? Is that what happened? We could just do a, discounted ask a question reading. How about that? Normally we charge 10, but I mean, it's fine. She did. I see it on there. Okay. All right. That's what we'll do, Erica. We'll just do the ask a question one. It's fine. Okay. But let's see. Sandra with the Scorpio shadows is going to go first. All right. So let me grab my little recipe book. And I'm actually going to go over the Scorpio shadows with you guys. I know sometimes the screen can be small and it's hard to see what I wrote in those little boxes. All right, so new moon is Scorpio. Shadows reading. What rebirth would you like to seed this new moon? I'm also going to look at best way to reconnect with your passions. In what ways have you been self-sabotaging? How can you be your own best cheerleader? And the outcome of the new moon in Scorpio. All right. All right, I'm going to stick with some tarot, I think, Sandra, and I'm going to use the Enchanted Soul Tarot. What rebirth would you like to seed this new moon? We have the Fool card. I'm really specific because I chose the Enchanted Soul Tarot. It says freedom, new adventure, leap of faith, wonder. Naive is on here, but the Fool shows this little book. It's a big book actually in the middle of this woods, and it's like she's opened the book and there's a door inside the book that takes you to some portal, right? Every time I get this card, Sandra, I get this feeling like, oh my gosh, I forgot to take the camera off, y'all. I meant to put it back so you can see your cards. There you go. But every time I get this card, Sandra, it's this energy of this is an opportunity that's been given to you before. So it's like Spirit opened this door, this portal before, and maybe you were like, you know what, I'm not ready. So you shut the door. So what rebirth would you like to see this new moon is you would like to go through this portal now. Please and thank you, right? Definitely giving that type of vibe. All right. Best way to reconnect with your passions. Best way to reconnect with your passions. That Fool card too, Sandra. It's giving me a lot of um it's funny because we call it selfish energy, but it's Aries energy. Um, the Fool is like the first one. Aries is that sign that's like, I know I have to replenish my cup first, so I'm going to give to myself first, and then I will give to others, right? It's like you could be struggling with that. Maybe you struggled before with that, so it was like Spirit was saying, "Hey, Sandra, this is time for you to build up your resources," and you were like, no, I'm going to keep giving my resources to these people or do this and this and this for that person. And it's like now Spirit saying, okay, Sandra, are you ready to gather those resources and keep them to yourself? And you're like, yeah, I'm ready now. All right. Best way to reconnect with your passions. Best way to reconnect with your passions. Three of Cups is here. Soul tribe, soul mind, soul family, soul sisters, right? Three of Cups, like minds. It's a celebration party, support from friends. Guys, I'm fixing to be in Missouri. It's only just a few weeks away now, Sandra. Just a few weeks away. I'm actually going to visit, Sandra. I'm so excited. And we're going to be doing a live from there. A live from there. Spirit has been showing me these little flashes, I guess, of like what examples or samples of what we could be doing. And I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. So it's like I'm not really sure how we're gonna. Um, I like to set up my lives a certain ways. Like we're going to talk about this subject, and then I'm going to offer this reading, right? It helps me feel calm, right, in this chaotic journey that we're all on. But I feel like this live when I get to Sandra is going to be a little bit of everything because Sandra really has been working with her crystals. She has so many crystals. It was a thing the last time we went, like last year. I feel like I'm about a year behind. Like I should have done this a year ago. But I was dealing like with my own problems. I was distracted. I wasn't following purpose. I was, just barely listening to guidance. And I was just, go to Missouri. Okay, fine, let's go. But it was like, do this thing. And I was like, what? I don't know nothing about that. I'm not doing that. um, so I mean that's pretty much what happened. So this time I'm a little more open and surrendered a little more into my journey. And I do believe that we are going to have some type of very interesting, different type of lives when we get to Missouri, right? And I do believe that it will have to do with Sandra's crystals, right? Like that's the whole point. All right, so Three of Cups, like minds, reconnect with your passions, soul sisters, soul family. All right, in what ways have you been self-sabotaging? This is going to be the challenging one, I think. In what ways have you been self-sabotaging? All right, so we have King of Coins coming out. King of Coins, about responsibility, about, okay, couple of things here. So when it comes to, for example, let's say a budget, you may be self-sabotaging. But when it comes to taking care of others, um, that's not self-sabotaging, taking care of others. But here's where I was talking about earlier. Ready? When you are taking care of others to the point of your depletion, that's it right there. So it's not about being responsible, dutiful, right? It's like it's your responsibility to help and take care of, absolutely. But are you doing that for yourself? Are you replenishing your own cup as well? Are you replenishing your own cup first and foremost? That's going to be that issue right there. All right, she said true on the budget. Oh, we're all having to learn about the finances and the budgeting. Let me tell you. All right, how you can be your own best cheerleader. How you can be your own best cheerleader. I'm going to pull a couple cards for this placement. All right, so we have Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is my clue card for a breakup. So it is saying that you need to break free from something or someone. It's going to be something that's stagnant. It's going to be something that's trying to pull you down. It's not ascending. It's not rising with you, right? Freedom and liberation. Six of Wands is here. Six of Wands is triumph energy, victory energy. Pride and recognition is also on here. Whenever I see Six of Wands, Sandra, I always think recognition because I always think of that Rider-Waite story. And Rider-Waite, like the regular tarot that we all know and love, the Six of Wands shows this person riding on a horse, and they have this staff with their little victory crown, on top of it, and they're um, riding their horse through the town, and all the townspeople are like standing around the horse and cheering them on and patting them on the back, and yay, like they're all celebrating the same achievement that person has this victory for. Like they're all so excited for them. It's like they finally see him, they finally notice him, right? There's something about you not being noticed or being seen in the situation that you need to, like, find liberation from, and spirit's asking you to give yourself that notoriety, to give yourself that, what it is that you're wanting, this energy you're breaking free from, to give you. Like spirit saying, see it in yourself. You don't need them to see it in you, or you don't need them to say it or speak it or reward you. Like reward yourself for it. There's also another message I'm getting here. I seen a post right before the live. I was scrolling on something, who knows. I want to say it would have been TikTok. But it said something like, stop worrying about what other people say or don't say about you, because the only person that should matter is spirit, source, God, and he sees all. He already knows. So there's, like, you shouldn't be worried about whether someone gives you recognition, because God's giving you recognition. You see what I'm saying? It's giving that type of vibe. All right, last one. Queen of Coins is here. This is Mother Earth, feminine energy, homemaker, compassionate, nurturing, and generous is on here. This is about learning to become your own resource. And I can't make this up, Sandra. Let me see if you can. Do you see the crystals in her hair? Can you see it? Tell me you can see it. Just a whole bunch of crystals in her hair. Temperance is on the back. This is very slow moving energy, but it does talk about healing. All right, one last placement we're going to look at, Sandra. All right, outcome of the new moon in Scorpio. Outcome of the new moon in Scorpio. Remember, we're looking at shadows. So now we're going to see what shadow is being brought to the surface and what's going to happen when you face that shadow. Nine of Cups is here. Divine wishes being granted. I love that. 10 of Wands is here. This is heavy burdens on your shoulders. Tens are completions. It's time to lay those burdens down. And 6 of Swords being guided to calmer waters. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I just want to point out that 6 of Cups is on the bottom. 6 of Cups is reunion energy. Reunion. All right, so I am going to pull a guidance card from the Keepers of the Light. Thank you, Sandra. Tell me what you guys thought of the Scorpio reading. Lady Nada, heart awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. Oh my gosh, Sandra. Give and receive in balance. On the bottom, there's our friend Diana. Focus intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so next on my list was Erica. No love messages. She has a question about her business. Was it your business? All right, so we use very specific cards for the general guidance readings. Let me get those. The first one I seen was the unexpected card. All right. Ooh, and the willpower card. I'm loving it. Okay, so here's Erica, and this is a new Erica. And we have an Erica ourselves, right? On our Facebook. So new Erica energy. All right, let me get the screen back eventually. I will get it. There we go. All right, so we use Queen of the Moon Oracle when we're looking at general guidance, and I normally just do a quick past, present, future, but I just forgot that we're going to bump you up till you asked a question, all right? I'm still going to do past, present, future, but what I'll do is we'll clarify each, and then I'll pull a guidance card at the end, and you are asking a very specific question about your business. So remind me, was it like business success, or are you looking for like a timing? What was the question? One more time. And luckily, Spirit knows what you are going to ask before you even ask. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. One more, please. Thank you. Ooh, look at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to say that was trying to come out in reverse. And that one's definitely in reverse. Okay, so basically I just want to be successful. Okay, so the change card is here. Ready? The change card is number 35 in Queen of the Moon Oracle. It's called the Thunder Moon. It talks about changes here. You can either resist it or you can use that change to catapult into where it is that you want to go. This could have something to do with like timeline shifting or timeline jumping. I don't know if you know too much about that, but we're definitely in this very potent energy where you could pretty much direct which plane you want to be on. It's very much especially like for those of you that study like Schumann resonance, you know, it talks about like the energetic measurements of the earth. You could really study that and really quite naturally timeline jump without really having to do too much on like coming from you. Like it just naturally happens. Timeline jumping is when you're aligning with the best possible outcome, when you're aligning with like the best possible life that you can have. So there's a theory that there's all kinds of like planes of reality. Like I could be living on this one, and in this one I run PLR and I'm on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, right? But maybe there's another reality where I don't live stream at all. Maybe I have like one of those, what do they call them, brick and mortar, and people just come to my building and I do them there. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you're timeline jumping or timeline shifting, whatever label you want to put there, it's like you're just aligning with the best possible outcome. You're co-creating the best possible life that you can co-create with spirit. So the change has already happened. It's here. You've already experienced it. So spirit saying you can use this to catapult yourself into where you want to go, where you want to be, or you can continue resisting the change and then it just becomes more challenging and becomes more difficult, right? All right, so let's get to the rest of the message. All right, so the action card I feel like was trying to come out in reverse. So in other words, there's some action that spirit thinks that you need to take. I feel like you're going to know what that action is because it was coming out in reverse. So it's like you've been pushed in that direction, but maybe you fear it. Maybe you're scared of taking that action. Maybe you don't know what the outcome will be. So you're like, I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to wait on that. Spirit saying, don't wait no more. Take the action. Maybe you're waiting on someone as well because the darkness card is here. This is the present energy. This card is the long night moon. It's this energy where you're fixing to start this new journey. You're fixing to start some new path. Your life has taken like some different redirection, and you thought somebody was going to be with you. It shows like this bunny on this path going towards like the moon, and it looks scary, but really what happens is the closer you get to the moon, the more illumination there is. So it's like the brighter it gets, it's the less scary it is, and the easier you're able to see like where it is that you need to go. But with this card, I've always felt like there was something wrong, like it was uneven, like there was supposed to be two, like there's supposed to be a partner over here, like one here and one here, and they go down the path together, right? So it's like maybe you expected someone to be going down this next path that you're fixing to take or that you're currently on right now. And it's like you're doing it on your own. You're having to do it on your own. I don't think you're willingly doing it on your own. And if you're willingly doing it on your own, maybe you're one of those people that you're like, I like it. I'm fine by myself. But really, that's not necessarily the case, right? Focus is like also trying to come out in reverse. So I feel like something is distracting you. Something is taking your focus away. The butterfly sticking out to me for like third eye awakening. This could be another thing too, where it's like you know something or you're getting like intuitive hits or intuitive messages, but like you're not taking action on them. So you're like, Rosa, am my business going to be successful? Am I going to be able to have an abundant life? And spirit's like, yes, you can have an abundant life and you can have this success if you align with that reality, if you co-create with spirit and make that the path that you want to be on. But you're not going to be able to do that if you procrastinate taking action or if you get distracted by something or someone, right? All right, I hope that reading was helpful. Next. All right, Tracy. Tracy really does want love messages. Is that correct? Tracy, say hi to me in the comments. Himani. Oh my gosh. This person has been messaging me. Let's add this person, Himani. Let's add them to the list if they're not on the list already, please. Guys, here's the thing about messaging me. Ready? You can message. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit it again. You can send me a message on Messenger through Facebook. You should know that I keep my, you're welcome, Erica. Thank you. I keep my notifications off. If I run a business, I have a family, I have a life, right? And so there's like a lot going on in my world, right? I do private readings, I do live private readings, like my book, my schedule, it's like it's a constant go for me. Even when I picked up that summer job and I really slacked off on the PLR, that was really silly of me. I'm back full time, guys. This is like a full-time job for me. So again, you can message me and you can say, hey, I would like a free reading or I have this question. But I may not be able to answer you back. Like honestly, I follow spirit. If spirit says answer that person, I'm going to answer that person. If spirit says let that person think on that for a moment, I'm going to let you think on that for a moment. I don't like, I mean, I don't feel nobody, you're not going to pressure me. I don't know how to explain this. Like you can keep sending the question or you can keep sending the message. I'm here every Sunday night Every Sunday night at 9 p.m., I'm here and I offer free readings. You're more than welcome to join me on Sunday night at 9 p.m. And I know that there's people that live all around the world. I love y'all. I live here in Kentucky. This is my journey and my life. And this is when I offer these readings. So I know that if you truly want to participate, or you truly want like to talk, get your message or whatever it is you need, you'll meet me here at 9 p.m. on Sunday night. Okay. But I will not be like doing messages like to give you readings and messages. I won't message you and be like, hey, do you want a reading? Like, I don't do that crap. I can't. I don't have the time. I really honestly don't. So if you want a free reading, guys, please join us on Sunday night. That's when I'm going to do these free readings. All right, now where was I? Sorry. Tracy, love messages. Tracy, let me know that you're still here. Say hi to me in the comments. And if you did already and I kept talking, I'm so sorry. Say hi to me again. And I want to say it was on Facebook. It's Tracy on Facebook, right? Yes. I didn't mean to hit all the buttons. There we go. Hopefully they wait, Michelle. Hopefully they'll wait and hang out because, yeah. I feel for people. I have compassion. I swear I do. But I also know that like spirits with you just as much as spirits with me. So I mean, it's really like how we, want to surrender to our journey, right? When you're struggling, you're not surrendering. It's that simple. All right, so I've pulled out the love message oracles. Tracy has already exchanged energy with me, so I actually do not need her to be in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and do the reading because something could have happened and she may have to come back. But I do have the Cash App, I do have the notification. She has already exchanged energy with me. Guys, when I ask you to say hi to me in the comments, it is so that we can pull it up and other people can see like what's going on, but it's also to show energy exchange, right? So this one, if someone, Michelle, will you do me a favor? Will you type Tracy and then I'm just going to click on it so she knows, and then I'll timestamp. And here we go. There, you're on it. You already look at us. Like minds. All right, here we go. And I'm just gonna pull as many as come out. The first one says, I know how strong you are, yet I feel so protective over you. The next one says, you're so damn beautiful that I freeze in your presence and fear making a fool of myself. Oh my gosh, that feels so 3D. Like I can feel this person like, ah. I don't know if y'all have seen Tracy. Look at her. She's beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Look at there. All right. Let's keep going. That one feels very 3D. Like they see you and they just freeze. My greatest wish is to make you smile and feel safe around me. And last one, I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel safe and accepted. I don't know. There's something new about this energy, Tracy. I don't necessarily want to say like it's a new person. I mean, it could be, but it's like it feels fresh, cleansed. Like there's no hurt on either side. Let's do one more. like I'm waiting to see one. Like, does one come out? She says, yes, a new person. All right. It says, you are the angel that came into my life to heal and nurture me. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very cleansed. Like, there's no, like I said, there's no hurt on either side. There's no, innocent, I guess, is the energy that I'm picking up. All right, Tracy, I hope those were helpful. All right, so now we're moving to 3 card Scorpio. I love you, Tracy. Thank you. So exciting. Okay, so we have Vanessa first. Vanessa on Facebook. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. I posted a few shorts this morning. Did anybody get a chance to watch any of those? I feel like I've started a new series, the hashtag Twin Flame Comedy. If you guys haven't seen those yet, you're missing out. And like I said, them shorts are too much fun to be considered work. There she is. Diana's with us. Oh, it's okay. Let's see. If anything, I would just say there's a story at the beginning of the live that I would like for you to hear. So if you want to watch that part in the replay, I did the collective reading as well already. But that story that I told at the very, very beginning, I would definitely want you to make sure to hear that portion. All right, so we're at Michelle now. Or no, we're not. We're at Vanessa. I'm trying to pass up Vanessa. And we're doing the 3 card Scorpio New Moon. Yeah, we're still going. 1 hour and 47 minutes. I just looked at the clock too. I was like, ooh. And it doesn't feel like an hour and almost 2 hours. So that's how I know when they're good ones. All right, Vanessa, I'm not going to pass you up. Ready? All right, first thing I'm looking at is, what do you desire? What do you desire? These are going to be simple, easy, cheesy. Ready? What do you desire? Judgment. I don't think you desire judgment. You could desire a Scorpio. It could have something to do with Scorpio, definitely. The snake is sticking out to me. It could have something to do with shedding old skin. But I think what you desire is, you just want to know what your purpose is, what you're calling, where are you headed, what are you supposed to do, where is it going to take, where is all of this going to take you? I almost shuffled. The spirit said don't, so I'm putting it back down. All right, action to take. We have Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is that card where it says, pour into your own cup. So the Queen of Cups is the card that willingly. Okay, so let's use a Lover's card, for example. You know how the Lovers is, I always say, people talk about that card like it's this fantasy fairy tale, these two people loving each other and living happily ever after. But really, it's about like being courageous enough to choose yourself, to heal yourself so that you can come into a relationship whole, right? Instead of broken, right? Okay, so it's kind of the same thing. Queen of Cups is like, you're choosing to pull back You're choosing to conserve your energies so that you can replenish your cup. Queen of Cups is unconditional love. But it's like, you know that in order to love the people you love the way you do, you can't do that from depletion. Like the Queen of Cups, she knows it. She doesn't like, it's not like there's no confusion here. She chooses to go pull back and replenish her cup. So that's going to be the action that you need to take. All right, let's look at the outcome. Scorpio New Moon. There it is. I love it. Look at that, Vanessa. The star card comes out. That's Aquarius energy. It's bright hope for your future, but I heard look bigger or look further or look, there's more. So it's like, you're trying to like see where things are headed, but it's way bigger than what you're seeing. Maybe like, see how she's needing the telescope? Maybe like there's some tool or something that you need to be able to get like the entire perspective of like the entire thing, right? All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, next is Michelle, then Dream Sequa, then Renee, then Tammy, then Jenna, and then we added the Facebook. I forgot the name. I know, y'all, I'm horrible. It starts with an H. All right, here we go, Michelle. Same cards. Let's look at what it is that you desire. What it is that you desire. Scorpio New Moon. Do some rituals. Do some manifestations. Do not let this opportunity go by. This is going to be one of the easiest moons to work with. Did you guys hear what I just said? Scorpio. I'm talking Scorpio energy here, and this is going to be one of the easiest moons to work with. I'm just saying. It is going to be because we've been facing our shadows. It is going to be because we went into the underworld. We dug all the things out. We faced all our fears. And that is why this moon is like not as challenging as most, right? Michelle, I dropped all your cards. I know, right? It's awful. It's funny though. It's exactly 3 cards. All right. So what you desire, Knight of Wands is here. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's look at the book. Oh my oh my god. Okay, I want to make sure you can see the card to the fullest. Okay. Knight of Wands, knights are messengers. Knights deliver messages. They have to be very courageous, travel to unknown lands. In other words, do something that normal people don't do to deliver a message. Wands are passionate action, passion and action. Sometimes there could be some reckless energy here, but I'm not getting any reckless energy. This Knight of Wands is carrying a book, Michelle. She's got a book. She literally has a book in her hand. I cannot in this I would have to go look up. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, we're I don't got anywhere to be. Let's see. I'm just saying because she's got a book in her hand, Michelle. She's got a book. And it's like, how can she have a book? It's the reckless energy. So it's like she's not being reckless at all. In fact, this is something that she's very passionate about. Come on, just give it to me, Spirit. Show me where it's at. Thank you. Love that. I asked for help and opened to the page. All right. The Knight of Wands is the movement of fire. It says, curiosity and passion. It is what moves us because we like it, desire and attraction, but also action that pursues an idea. Quite often, this card represents the action done before thinking. We see a dynamic, living person who is centered but very energetic, engaging with charismatic. In this card, the appearance of Bridget is that of a girl entwined with the energy of fire. Doesn't say anything about her, but it might be the energy of Bridget, though, like she may be one that carries the book, right? But needless to say, it's going to be about your writing, right? It's going to be about your writing, what you desire. So, you ready, Michelle? Oh my goodness. It's possible that you're desiring something to spark a flame, something to make you excited again, something to give you passion again, something to cause you to be passionate enough to pull all your creative juices and write that book, right? All right. Action to take to make this desire happen. We have the Sun card. Wow, that's pretty interesting. The Sun card is about bright joy and happiness. The sunflowers are sticking out to me. This could have something to do with kindness. I think this is more about the self. So it's like saying you need to put yourself first, right? Maybe you need to ground yourself. I know it's Sun card, but there's something about her walking through the flowers. Like maybe you need to ground yourself. But there's definitely something about like putting the self first, making it a priority, making it important. Maybe it's spirit saying this is the first thing you need to do in the day. Maybe write for 5 or 10 minutes in the morning, something like that. All right, the outcome. We have the Moon card coming out. The moon could be like facing your fears. I know that normally it's like fears and illusion, but in this particular tarot set, again, modern goddess tarot. So it's like in this particular set, she's actually like aiming this arrow, and it's like she's taking direction. She is not scared of anything. She's ready to go. Her shirt says girls rule. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope that helps. All right, next is Dream Sequa. Oh, I see that. I didn't mean to click on that, but I see it now. Thank you. I hope I get. Okay, so we can add Steffi on there. That's fine. Okay. Dream Sequa is next. There she is. Oops. All right, Dream Sequa, let's see. What is it that you desire? What are you going to be manifesting with the Scorpio New Moon? We have the Strength card, the strength and courage to get through something very challenging. The Strength card actually talks about her putting her hand in the lion's mouth. You're desiring being courageous enough to face your deepest fears. Definitely could have something to do with some dark night of the soul energy here. All right, an action that Spirit's saying that you need to take. An action that Spirit's saying you need to take. This could be some Leo energy too. Ace of Wands comes out. Fate and destiny. That's so weird. Did I say that you're the one that asked me that today? I don't think I did. But yeah, fate and destiny is here. So you need to take a new passionate action. You've been doing something the same way, and it's like you need to take a new passionate action. You need to really like face something, take a stick to something. You know what I'm trying to say? All right, let's look at the outcome for Dream Sequa. Scorpio New Moon. Look at that, the Magician. Ooh, I said take a stick to something. Look at her holding the stick. Oh my gosh. All right, so Magician is as above, so below. It's definitely this energy of make it so, speak it into existence, manifest it. If this is the person you want to be, script it, make yourself so. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, Dream Sequa, or even let's say you want to do it sooner, tonight when I go to bed, I don't know, you're going to say, like, I am strong, I am courageous, I'm going to face my fears, nothing's going to stop me. All these types of affirmations could definitely help you face whatever that situation is. The High Priestess is on the bottom. Dream Sequa. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Renee is next. Renee, say hi to me in the comments, please. We can put Diana on there, of course. All right, here we go. Thank you, Dream Sequel. All right, Renee, what it is that you desire. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling well. Oh, look at that. Five of Pentacles comes out, Renee. Help. You want somebody to help you. You want somebody to hold your hand. Oh, I feel you. Five of Pentacles is a card that says you could feel like you're being left out in the cold. You could feel like you're being abandoned. The message I'm getting here is, one, there's fall leaves falling in the background. It's definitely going to be that energy, like it's time to release something, time to surrender. But it's also the energy that says it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. Maybe you're wondering if you should ask someone for something physical or material, and Spirit saying it's okay to ask for help. There is also something here about, it's like wanting someone to hear you. That's normally like swords energy, but it's like there's something about the way they're holding hands, and she's like, I'll take you, you're with me. It's like you just want someone to hear you. You want someone to be with you so that you can say what's been happening, is get something out. But I mean, the grand scheme of things, you just want help. You want somebody to help. All right, let's look at action that you should take. Action to take. Look at that. The High Priestess comes out. This is about meditating. This is about getting closer to spirit. Look how she's holding that egg. But it's about, okay, so the High Priestess sits at the veil and she has all the answers. She communicates with spirit. Spirit gives her an answer back. There's something about meditating, connecting with spirit. You need to, something about growing your relationship with source, like with spirit, with God. And something about at night. It's interesting because this High Priestess, I just noticed this too. I've had this Modern Goddess Tarot for a minute now, but normally it shows the pomegranate and the veil behind her, right? And it's supposed to represent like abundance. This time it's showing the galaxy. Like all I see is the moon and the stars, like clearly, abundance. But yeah. All right, the outcome, Five of Wands is here. Okay, so Five of Wands does say that you're experiencing some challenges, Renee. It does say it's hard. I feel like Spirit's just giving you a confirmation. So if like you're thinking you should be able to handle something, Spirit's like, yes, this is really hard, but you've trained for this. You've been training for this. You've been going through something that is going to prepare you for what it is that you're in now. So it's definitely one of those things where it's like implement what you know. And I know people are sometimes asking me like, Rosa, why do you keep saying that? What does that mean? You've been on a spiritual awakening journey. You've been climbing through awakening, dark night of the soul, acceptance, surrendering, all of this stuff. So it's like you've been learning, you have been making like spiritual practices, right, to help you heal and cleanse and purify and all these things. Implement all that stuff now. Like all that stuff, make a daily routine, put it all into the one day. Everything, do everything, right? All right, I hope that's helpful. All right, Tammy is next. Tammy, say hi to me in the comments, please. We're almost there, guys. I know it was a long one today for sure. Tammy, Jenna, is it Himani? Was that who it was? Yes, Himani on Facebook. And Steffi and Diana. All right, so here's Tammy. All right, Tammy, the first thing I'm looking at is what it is that you're desiring. What are you trying to manifest with Scorpio New Moon? What is it that you want? Ooh, the Lovers comes out. Dang, that is so direct. I need a drink of water. um, man, there's a lot going on in this card. Thank you, Renee. All right, what you desire could be the Lovers, the twin journey, someone that connects with you on a soul level. Maybe you're wanting also, because the reflection in the mirror, it doesn't show the two people. This is the Lovers card where it's just the person. So it's like maybe you're wanting to finally see something in yourself. Like, what's, like, if I had this opportunity, what's holding me back? What is it, something that I could see in myself right now that would help me, like, grow forward, grow and be able to move forward in a much quicker manner? What's something that I could face and deal with right now? It's that, giving that type of vibe as well. So you could be wanting to know something. Like, you could be feeling like there's an obstacle, something is like slowing you down or hindering you, and it's like, just show me, show it to me. Let me see the reflection of what it is I need to heal, right? All right, an action that you need to take. We have the Tower, destruction. So it's like, if you want to, um, I keep wanting to make this about someone else, but the Lovers is supposed to be about yourself. It's supposed to be about yourself. But there is this energy here. I mean, I can't get by it, where it's like you want to be able to connect with someone else. In order for that to happen the way that you're wanting, a tower has to happen. An action you have to take is you have to sit back and just let things fall. It is that, I heard this message today, like, let the cards fall where they may. It's one of those energy. Like, if you want this thing, you're gonna have to sit back and just let the tower moment happen. A tower moment is when there's an obstacle in our way and we don't know how to see around it. We don't know how to get around it. Maybe we procrastinate removing the obstacle. Maybe we don't know how to remove the obstacle. But the tower is a major arcana. So it's like spirit had to come in and be like, bam, destruction, blow that tower right out of the water. Now it's not in your way. Now you can move forward. We call them tower moments because they're so destructive, and it's such quick change, and it's so, like, it happened so fast, and it's like all of a sudden we were in this, this tower with this concrete foundation, right? And it's like now all of a sudden everything's gone, you're in the mud and you got to fix and rebuild everything, right? So there's definitely this energy, like, just allow things to fall, so that things, allow something to play out, something like that. That's the message I'm getting. All right, the outcome is temperance. It's slow moving energy. So it's like something could come in just very slowly. Definitely could have something to do with like finding balance as you wait. Definitely. And Sagittarius, I just want to say these are three major arcanas. So it's like spirit is here with this Scorpio new moon. The Lovers could be the twin flame journey, the spiritual awakening. The Tower could be some Mars energy. We talked about Mars and Cancer, and all of this energy could be giving you like some very powerful, healing, ascension lifts, that type of thing. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Jenna is next. Jenna, say hi to me in the comments. Thank you, Tammy. All right, so we have Jenna, Himani, Steffi, and Diana. All right, guys, so when I call your name, make sure to let me know that you're in the comments. Just say hi to me. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and just skip over and go to the next one. All right. All right. So right now we are doing Jenna. Scorpio and New Moon. One tried to stay out. I wonder which one it is. Ooh, it wasn't one. Six of Pentacles came out. Six of Pentacles is balance. Again, it's about getting help, getting assistance. All right, Jenna, let's see. What is it that you desire? Scorpio, New Moon. What rituals will you be performing? What are you trying to manifest, bring to fruition? Ooh, Ten of Swords. Ooh, it's not even your Ten of Swords either. How interesting is that? Oh my gosh. Jenna, are you trying to manifest the ending of a painful life cycle for yourself and others? It's like there's more than one person here. It's like you want something's been challenging, painful. The swords in the back are sticking out. Actually, they're right in the front. It's not even in the back, dead in the front. So it's like you just want peace. You just want this energy to, like, there's a lot of pain. It's like hurt people type of thing. And it's like you just want it to be done for everybody, not just you. So that's one is beautiful. It's like you're not even thinking of just yourself. You're thinking of like a whole group of people. I'm seeing like a whole bunch of people. All right, action that you need to take. Five of Pentacles, it says ask for help. So you may need to tell someone something. I'm kind of getting a little bit of like a counselor type of energy with this. Like I go into a church and I talk to a preacher about something. There's something like that. Five of Pentacles. All right. And the outcome, Jenna, the High Priestess comes back out. It's like you get what you want because you know something. The High Priestess is like, I'm not sure what the Ten of Swords is, but it's like the High Priestess is you. You have this level of power. And somehow this level of power, which is your connection to spirit, your communication with spirit, your relationship with spirit, is somehow going to help you bring closure to of this painful situation to like this group of people. It's not just you. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Himani on Facebook. Let me know that you waited so very patiently. And then Steffi, and then Diana. Jenna says it's been a juggling act lately. I don't know. I feel like that High Priestess says you're more than capable. More than capable. I know we don't feel that way. I think there's something about building our connection to spirit because we have that, like, that's how we get our, that's how we understand our worth. That's how we understand our value. That's how we understand our purpose, right? So it's definitely like building our connection with source, with spirit, our faith, so that you can be that high priestess who's sitting at the veil. And it's like, hey, how do I deal with this lesson? How do I deal with this trauma? How do I deal with this trigger? What's my next step? Give me the information so I can listen to my, intuition, and I can take that action. All right, Himani, it is your turn. Please let me know that you are still here. Himani has messaged me a couple of times on Facebook and struggling to catch us on Sunday night. So I mean to get a free reading on Sunday night. So I hope that they waited patiently. Steffi on Facebook, let me know. General guidance, let me know that you're still here. Say hi to me in the comments. And then Diana. We're going to close it out, wrap it up with Diana. Okay, Steffi is here. Please guide me if I'll receive a call to rejoin the company I left last Tuesday. I don't have a job now. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm going to say. We're going to leave Michelle's post up because I'm not going to put her question up. Here's what happens, guys. Questions are energy exchange. If you want to ask me a direct question and you want me to pull some tarot on that direct question, it is $10. Easy cheesy energy exchange through my Cash App, through my PayPal. If you don't want to energy exchange $10, or you can't, or you're not able right now, you can do a general guidance where you ask the question to yourself or whoever, and you think on that question, and then I pull 3 cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and Spirit will most likely answer your question because Spirit knows what you want to know before you even ask, right? All right, Steffi, here we go. Thank you. So I'm going to do a past, present, future, past, present, future, past, present, future. All right, so the willpower card comes out for past. It means that you're going through some big changes. See the lunar phases, the moon phases showing the changes. And it's like you're really having to push through with like pure willpower. All right. Present is blossoming, 33. This is my favorite card. The threes are sticking out to me. You have 13 and 33. 1, 3, 3, 3. So you're probably seeing a lot of 3, 3, 3s, right? Maybe a lot of ones as well. 11, 11. Blossoming is the flower moon. We actually just had the flower moon not so long ago, but it's this energy where things are new. You're starting, and here's the thing, guys. This is going to be for everybody, not just Steffi, okay? We're all going through some big challenges right now. The astrology keeps getting more and more and more intense, okay? Life is going to play out in one or two ways, okay? It's either going to be super challenging and things are always going to be hard and you're always going to be in this lower vibrational energy, or the second way it could play out is you could start to heal yourself and you could start to change that negativity into more positivity, and your life, you could be on the same planet with that person that's experiencing this very negative life in this very negative world, and you could be experiencing your best life. It's really up to you and how much work you want to do in your healing and how much negativity you want to replace with positivity. So what I'm going to tell you is that right now the astrology is super hard and it's super heavy, and I try to come out here and give you the best positive outlook I could give you with what I've learned and what I've been studying. But what I do know 100% without a doubt is that we have all started to see. I keep talking about Pluto. I keep talking about Pluto and telling you like the end is coming, the end of this era, the end of this pain, the end of this agony, the end of this freaking stinking difficult Capricorn energy where I got to climb this mountain and everything's got to be so hard, right? That's coming to an end. And I know people are like, well, Rosa, it's hard to believe you because everything's still freaking hard. I get that. Everything's still hard. Bad things are still happening. I totally get that. Pluto is at the critical 29 degrees. It's going to take several years for us to start to see what Pluto's transformation or Pluto's transition from Capricorn to Aquarius will be. It'll probably be like 2026 when we finally get a grasp on what Pluto really means, okay? Well, right now we're still in 2024, but what I can tell you 100% without a doubt, ready, Steffi, you've already started to see, even if they're just small little glimmers, you've already started to see the abundance that's ahead, the prosperity that's ahead, the positivity that's ahead, the healing that's ahead. Everyone has. Everyone has. It may be minimal, like it may not be a whole lot, and it may just be trickling in. But if you focus on that, it grows and you get more of it, right? All right, outcome. Look at that. I knew I seen it. Expect the unexpected. Spirit's not going to answer your question. Spirit's not going to tell you. Spirit wants you to create the life you want by expecting the miracles to happen. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Diana. Diana's going to wrap it up the night for us. All right, Diana, let's do some modern witches tarot. Diana is my Modern Witches Tarot gal. Thank you, Steffi. All right, Diana. So Modern Witches Tarot is very similar, you guys, to the Modern Goddess Tarot. I purchased the Modern Witches Tarot, I want to say it was 2022, and I actually just found the Modern Goddess Tarot. I like both of them, definitely, but I'm going to say that the Modern Witches Tarot is probably my favorite. And it might just be because I've used them more often, so it's like I'm more comfortable with them maybe, but yeah. All right, here we go. So Scorpio, a new moon, what you desire, what action to take. Guys, all our lives are already posted. All our lives are already posted for the whole week. Tuesday is going to be my marathon day this week. I'm going to do the zodiac on Tuesday in elements. So fire, water, earth, air. All day Tuesday. If you happen to be able to catch me live, I'm going to be doing some early in the morning for those of you that are always asking for earlier lives. Please come in, join me, say hi in the comments. I would totally love to see you there. If you can't catch the live, please don't stress. Please don't worry. I will put timestamps in the description box. And when you watch the replay, you can just click on those timestamps and go to where it is that you want to go, right? I've also posted our November Twin Flame current energy update. I'm going to actually do that this Thursday. That's this Thursday. I believe it is the 24th, I think I put it on. But it's this Thursday. Again, already posted. So you guys can go over to Facebook or YouTube, join event, hit that notify me tab. And then November transits we will do next Sunday. I know we're a small channel. We're still growing, guys. So we don't always get notifications. So that's why I try to post them a little early so that you guys can hit those buttons so that it's forced to notify you when we go live, right? All right, Diana, here we go. So what it is that you desire, Nine of Swords is here. There's something about bed of roses that's sticking out to me, but it's anxiety, fear, depression. So I don't think that's what you're desiring. Maybe you're desiring some type of confidence, like you want the anxiety to go away, the overwhelming anxiety to go away. Action to take, Eight of Pentacles, get to work, stay focused, be dedicated to something. And outcome is Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is self-restriction. So it's like you break free from something. You break free by taking a new passionate action. Very much like the Ace of Wands. This is the Page of Wands. So this is like a student. Remember, pages are students, not at their fullest potential. So it's like this student is going to take a new passionate action. Find something new that is going to excite you, to get you moving again. That's the energy I'm getting. I feel like that's the situation you talked to me about in the message earlier. I'm gonna have to put those pieces together after the live. All right, I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Look at us, 2 hours and 22 minutes in. I love it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me this long. How beautiful is that? Don't forget, I will be back Tuesday, or oh no, that's actually not true. Monday. Monday, you guys. Look at this. I almost forgot. Here's our Twin Flame live. That's going to be Thursday. Monday, I don't have a picture for it, but it's already posted, so you can hit that notify me button. I'm going to be doing a very special Scorpio New Moon reading for members only tomorrow night at 9 p.m. So if you haven't joined our PLR YouTube members only, tomorrow night is definitely going to be the night to do that. I hope to see all of you there. And then I will be back Tuesday, 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're going to go through the zodiac, through with the elements, fire, water, earth, air. Again, already posted. I'm just going to hit the live button, and we're going to go live right then and there. I will put timestamps in, so if you miss it, please don't worry. Thank you, Diana. So yeah, they'll be in the description box. No worries. Thursday, Twin Flame current energy, and then Sunday, next Sunday, we're going to do our November transits. All right. I think that's it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in, hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very much. Moderators, always making the list. I love you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. I hope to see everyone Monday night, members only, YouTube only. I love y'all. I'm always, always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.